What's going on, guys? I'm Josh.
I'm Samantha.
And we're the Collecting Couple. And today we have the answers to your questions.
Let's get started.
Welcome back to another video, guys. Before we start answering some of your questions, make sure you leave a like down below and hit subscribe and the notification bell if you're new, so that way you know when we post new videos. But we're finally going to answer some of your questions that you guys left us last week. We told you to post some questions on our video, and we got some responses, so we are going to pick some of our favorite ones.
So first, we're going to start with a question from Elton Payne. He says, what TV show, music artist, actor, etc. would you like for Funko to make a pop for? He would like them to make the Andy Griffith Show.
Okay.
That's what he said.
Did he say movie in there?
TV show, music artist, actor, etc.
Okay, I'm gonna throw movie in there. So the one that just popped in my head when I heard that question was, I would really like to see some pops from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I would really like to see those pops. I know that's not exactly what you asked, but that came into my head. So regular Spider-Man, the Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, the crappy Venom, Sandman, Mary Jane, Harry Osborn, all those pops. I would love to see those. So that's my initial reaction to that. What about you?
My initial reaction, music artist, Billy freaking Joel.
Billy Joel.
They have not made Billy Joel. They have made Billy Idol and they have made Elton John, but they've not made Billy Joel. So they need to make a Billy Joel pop because Billy Joel is life.
Next question is from Gabriel Ryan, and they ask, what Alien remix do you want Funko to make? So what do you want? I know which one I want.
I know what you want, and that's what I want to answer, but I know that's what you want to answer. They should make an alien as Dumbo.
That's not Pixar.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Whatever.
I mean, I guess. Okay,
I thought you were going to say Boo in her LA outfit.
yeah, they should do it as Boo. I don't know. I have the worst ideas.
I have a couple ideas.
Let me take it over.
I think a alien as Arlo would be cool. Alien as Remy from Ratatouille I think would be cool. But my number one I saw it on a water bottle. We saw an Alien remix water bottle on a pop hunt, and they had Alien as Syndrome on the water bottle. I think that would be really cool. I know they're making Miss Incredible and Elastigirl, but I don't think any other ones from The Incredibles right now. So I think maybe a Syndrome one would look pretty cool. That's my prediction for New York Comic Con, by the way, is Alien remix Alien as Syndrome. So that's yours is Dumbo. You're going with Dumbo?
I guess. No, don't make me stay with Dumbo. Because I literally just looked up and I saw Dumbo and it was cute, and so I wanted that. Okay, so Disney Pixar, they're already making a Nemo. They're making a Dory. I don't know. Maybe more from the Bug's Life line, like maybe a Flick or a Heimlich. I don't know how that would work, that's all I gotta say about this one. Our next question is from Pops Maniac. He says, what's on the top of your guys' grail list? So I think we share similar ones, but
I've got some Star Wars ones I want, like the Sith Trooper that never released as a common, even though it was supposed to. Flocked Chewbacca, holographic Darth Maul, Qui-Gon Jinn, things like that. Just top high Star Wars grails. But we both want a lot of the Disney grails.
Yeah, because I mean Disney is mainly what I collect, but
I liked a lot of the Disney stuff too.
This one likes a lot of Disney too. So we would like to have the Flock Lotso.
Flock Lotso would be good.
That would be really nice.
Blue Suit Mr. Incredible, I would really like to have.
Yes, Blue Suit Mr. Incredible. And for me, the ultimate one would be Clown Dumbo.
Dumbo.
This is just an episode full of Dumbo for me. But
the Dumbo Clown is actually the top of our wish list on Funko app if you sort by price. So that is like, I guess technically, if we're going by price, our top grail would be Clown Dumbo. Our next question comes from Sensei Serum, and they want to know, what pops would you like to see made that don't already exist? Now, this is a little bit similar to the question from earlier, so what we're going to go is with a line that currently exists, but pops that do not exist in that line.
Yes, so we're going to go with Parks and Rec. So if you've been around for a while or if you're new, we are Parks and Rec people. We love Parks and Rec. We've seen it each like 5 times or something. But they do have pops for that line. They just discontinued them.
I think they lost the license to it or something.
So, yeah, we don't have as many as we want. We don't have certain characters that we want.
We don't have Donna or Ann or Chris, Ben. Who else? Jerry,
Terry, Larry.
We don't have any of those pops, and it just, there's so many of the Office pops that I feel like that Funko should make more pops from the Parks and Recreation line.
If they still hopefully have the license.
Hopefully they will get more one day, because I feel like we should really get pops from that line that they didn't make.
Our next question comes from Cloudy with a Chance of UFOs. This is different, so that's why we chose this one out of the many that he commented. Will Funko open more official Funko shops around the world?
So I think that they probably will, and if they do, it's probably going to be in another major city. So how they have one in like basically the Seattle area, and then there's another one in Los Angeles, Hollywood, California. So I think if they do, it's probably going to be New York or Atlanta is my thought.
Okay, I do think that they will open more, but I'm thinking like they might even branch out to other countries. So I think if they do decide to go to other countries or around the world, I have a feeling that they're going to start with Canada.
Probably.
I don't know.
Toronto, maybe?
Toronto, Quebec, I don't know. Wherever in Canada. And, the 2 large cities that I know from Canada. But I think that's where they would start. Maybe they would go over to Japan, because that's like pop culture center.
That's true. I think they'll open probably one more store, and I think it'll be on the East Coast.
Okay.
Because there's already 2 on the West Coast.
Yeah.
So my guess is probably, like I said, either New York or Atlanta. But if they don't go in the United States, I would say, like Samantha said, they probably would go to Canada next. And our final question comes from Candy Man Rip, and he wants to know, what is the best and worst experience you have had when Funko Pop hunting? So our best experience we've had, I would say, is pretty much just anytime we come back with a lot of pops. I feel like
a lot, like those,
10.
like when we were like, we haven't done this in a while, but like when we would come home with like 10 or 15 pops.
Those are always the best.
We used to have to do that a lot more because we lived like an hour and a half away from like any store. So we don't live that far away from stores now, so it's easier for us to kind of pick stuff up here and there. But I would definitely say that's probably the best, like you said.
Those are the best ones. Anytime you can find a bunch of good stuff you want, especially right now, we don't really seem to find too much we want. There's just not a lot new that we want.
Yeah, there's a lot of like grails.
Yeah, other than like the new X-Men and the new Pixar ones, there's not much new we want. So it's hard to come back with a lot of stuff. But the worst experience we've had is we drove. This was when the original Jeffrey released at Toys R Us.
Yes, when Toys R Us was still a thing.
It was like 2 or 3 years ago, I guess, at this point. And so it was announced that it was going to be on like a Sunday, I think is what it was. And we lived an hour and a half from the Toys R Us at that time.
Yes.
So we drove all the way down. And we went in to the Pops, and we couldn't really find it.
We couldn't find it, but when we walked in, there was this family. It was this, not really older man, but probably in his like mid to late 30s. And he had his child with him and his wife. And they were there at the Pop stand when we came in. We didn't think anything of it until we saw him carrying the Jeffrey Pop around the store.
So we didn't see him pick it up. But we did notice that he had it in his hand and was carrying it around, and it was the last one because he couldn't find any more.
It had to have been the last one, and I distinctively remember we searched that store, we walked that store over and over again.
Looking for more. Checking the front, seeing if they were, because it was kind of a big deal.
Hoping he would put it down and just not want it anymore.
Yeah, hoping he would put it down, or checking different areas to see where they'd be put. Because I think it was like an event or something. I don't remember. I feel like it was for an event.
Yeah.
And so we checked like the front and like different areas where we thought there might be different displays and couldn't find it anywhere. So this one guy had the Jeffrey Pop, the original one, and we were kind of just hoping he would put it down, and then he never did.
Yeah.
So
it was very disappointing.
It was disappointing to drive all that way for a highly anticipated ad icon that was worth like $100-something.
Not anymore.
Right after that, now it's not worth that much. But we still, do we have it? Yeah, we do.
Yes. I know we have a Jeffrey Pop.
Yes, we do have that one now. So we do own it now. But it was just a little disappointing to drive all that way and not get the pop. But those are the questions we decided to pick for this video, guys. Comment down below. What did you think? Did your question get answered? And did you like the answer we gave? Let's have a discussion down below. But before we get out of here, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. And we will see you tomorrow. And remember, never stop collecting.